What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 13 of Delusions of Grandeur with Matty K. I've got some good news and some bad news. I'm building tension. The good news is I found my ring light. Ooh. I found it. It was under a pile of shit. That's where it was. It was under a pile of shit. I don't know who put it there. But I'm happy to have him back. I have light. So this is warm. This is cool. And this is both. I always do warm. It looks like I just got back from the beach, which I did. I hope the compressor compresses that because that was really loud. Today's episode is called My Mom is Slowly Becoming a Robot. Cue intro. Welcome back to the podcast, everybody. Thank you for being here. Happy day, Saturday. There's a ring light cord. It's fine. So the good news is I got my ring light back. The bad news is somebody stole my curtains. And so it's kind of cool because you can see it behind the scenes. This is the foam I was telling you about. And this is how I attach the curtains. I just clamp onto those things. How high up can this go? There's the ring light, and that's the big light up there. Got some sound panels on the wall. Very professional. It's not done yet. But I love how I just get the studio established and I just get it done and I film 2 episodes and then somebody cannibalized my curtains, and it was me. But I had a really good reason for it, and I didn't end up using them for it, but that's another day for another time. So I'm getting on an airplane tomorrow, but I can't tell you what time because I do not want to have the paparazzi at LAX, and also because I can't dox myself to tell you where I'm going. Let's just say I'm going somewhere that's mid, and I'm not from there, but my mom is randomly there because she was looking for a place to dive into a retirement home. And I don't mean like a nursing home, I mean like a home that she can retire to. My mom is a nurse, and she likes to scare me by making me think that my paper cuts are going to go septic and travel to my heart and kill me. I don't even want to say that out loud. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to put that out there. I feel like I'm rushing. Let's just calm down. Let's just take a seat. Let's just take a sit. Let's just take a second to just chill, okay? Because I feel like I was throwing a lot out at you. And I was. But I'm very emotional because my mom is slowly becoming a robot, and this is what is happening. My mom has metal inside of her. The podcast just ended. What if I was just like, bye, make sure to subscribe, bye, click. Ooh, how about that tension? You know what I mean? Like, how about that tension? If you are just listening and not watching, if you hear this, I don't give a shit if it's 10 years later. Can you please email dogwmk podcast@gmail.com, subject line building tension dramatic pause, and tell me. I don't give a shit if it's the year 2050. Please email me, and I will mention you. I will talk about it. So, as you can see, I'm very emotional because my mom is slowly becoming a robot, and here's the situation. The situation is this. I'm getting on a plane so that I can be with her in person because she's having surgery. My mom is having surgery. She's having her hip replaced with metal. Thank goodness there's a compressor on this microphone. With metal. The substance, not the rock genre. She has done this before. This is a pattern with her. This is a habit. It's getting out of control. So me and my sister are getting on a plane. We're going to meet up with my brother. There's 3 of us. I'm a middle child. Obviously, I have a book about it. And we're going to have an intervention. Because a couple years ago, she had her other hip replaced. In New York City, in Manhattan. It was pretty bougie. I don't know if it was on the... Oh, it was... I do know where it was. It was on the Upper East Side. And she could see the fucking river out of her window. Oh, and the situation with that, I felt very good about that one because... So, like, my mom's in the bed that first time, and she's, like, talking to the doctor, and she's, like, all worried, but the doctor's, like, calming her, and he's like, I got this. Like, I went to school for this. I'm a doctor. Like, I'm going to crack that bone and get you home. That joke, like, you know, you, like, take a bite of chocolate cake, and you're like, chocolate. And then, like, 5 seconds later, you're like, is that, like, an after? What's that? Oh, is that raspberry? Oh, this is chocolate raspberry. You know what I mean? Like, that joke was just, like, a cringe, lame rhyming joke. But then it grew legs, and it... You know what I mean? It's very high concept. I'm not going to explain it to you because my audience is very intelligent, so you get it. So the doctor, I'm just thinking about like who. So the doctor, he was like calming her and relaxing her and everything, and then like he leaves, and then they're like, we're gonna like take her into surgery. First, we have to get her set up with amnesia, and then like the doctor will come in, so it'll be a little bit before they actually start, you know, cutting into her. And so my dad and I are like, okay, bye. We're gonna go get food at a bodega. So we go downstairs, and as we're leaving, there's like a coffee kiosk in the entry of the hospital, and her doctor is in line getting a scone and a coffee. And my dad and I looked at each other, and we looked at him, and he smiled and waved. And we smiled and waved. We just talked to him like 2 minutes ago. And then we walked outside to go to the bodega to get sandwiches. And my dad and I both were like, I feel really good about this. Like, we both right away were like, no joke, like, I actually feel really good about this. Because if you think about it this way, Like, you got to be so confident and desensitized and be like, I can do this in my sleep. It's like, you know, making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, like easy peasy. Like, to be talking to a family and be like, I got you. I know you're stressed. Like, I got this. And then like a couple moments later, be like, yeah, can I get the blueberry scone, please? And can I get my coffee caffeine free because I gotta cut into a woman's leg in 5 minutes. But I was actually like, I know if this was in a movie, we'd supposed to be like panicking, like, why is he not upstairs, like preparing? But it's like, he did prepare. When he went to fucking medical school, what do you expect him to be doing 5 minutes, but like looking in a medical encyclopedia? Like, oh, okay, yeah, like red blood cells clot. Like, okay, good. Like, I want him to be relaxed. Like, if I were to get surgery from someone, I would want someone like borderline. No, scratch that. I want someone arrogant. I want someone who's like, I'm the best fucking doctor and I'm going to do this really well. You know what I mean? Like, a doctor's not a time to be humble or modest or down to earth. Like, I always feel really good when I'm with a doctor who's like talking and I like almost can't understand what they're saying because they're so fucking smart. But I like when they dumb it down for me. That makes me feel good. It's like, ooh. But I was like, I feel really good about this. Because he's relaxed. You got to be relaxed. You know what I mean? You got to be relaxed. I'm relaxed in this stretchy cotton yellow Carhartt, not sponsored, but shirt that my friends got me for my birthday. And they just had a baby. And it's awesome. So, which means I get to be an uncle, which is why I have a mustache. So, my mom, so like she was in New York City getting her leg chopped off, and it was like her thing, you know what I mean? But it's like she replaced the bone with metal. You know? It's like if I, like, instead of these fingers, if I was like, this is for the curtains, that's why I don't just have this. But they're $1 at Home Depot, and I love them. You can clamp shit up. I don't have a podcast studio. Clamp up blankets in a square and step inside. Stop making excuses. Use what you have, okay? Use what you have to make your dreams come true. You see this microphone? I got it for free. That sounds... that sounds like everything was handed to me. Not everything, just this microphone. I'm feeling really good, you guys, and I'm really thankful that you're here. But it's not the end of the podcast. That sounds like that was the end of the podcast. Like, anyways, please subscribe. No, we've only done one leg. There's another leg. So my mom's replacing her bones with metal, which on one hand is anti-human. Why do you hate humans, Mom? It's self-hate. Why did you drink milk for, you know, I don't want to dox her age, but, you know, a long time. Old. I don't think my mom will hear this. But if you hear this, Mom, you're not old. My mom's not going to listen to this. My mom doesn't, well, she doesn't go online, but she also, like, she doesn't really, how do I say this? How do I put this? You know, like, when somebody says, like, I believe in you. You know when people say that? Or, like, you can do it. She says things like, you'd make such a great nurse. You'd be such a, your patients would love you. Well, you know what, Mom? I'm running out of patience to deal with this from you. I'm just kidding, you guys. I'm not running out of patience. I'll do that all day long because I'm not going to become a nurse. I would get too attached to my patients, and I would probably try to give them like multiple pudding cups. I'd be like sneaking them pudding cups, like passing them out under the lab coats. I'd also wear a lab coat because they look cool. Why did you drink milk for so long if you don't care about your bones? Why are you just giving your bones away? Some people don't have bones. Don't cancel me. Some people don't have bones. It's our job to speak for them because they can't speak for themselves because they don't have bones to move their jawline to talk or to write with a pencil. Write with a pencil? I haven't written with a pencil in like 20 years. I think that math checks out. So my mom hates her bones, and it's really upsetting to me because I have bones and you have bones, so this is a very relatable topic. So this is just so important that we discuss this because it's just going to be really emotional when I confront her about her anti-boneness. I know that I want to get rid of my toenails medically and permanently, but that's a completely different thing. That's cosmetic, and this is structural. She needs her bones. You know what I mean? So now she's getting it done again. Here's the thing. She's getting it done in... Can't talk to myself. Let's just say the state is mid. The state is mid. And... I wonder what the compressor will do to a vocal fry. And so she's not even getting it done in Manhattan. You know what I mean? And I say Manhattan to sound pretentious. Because if I just said New York City, if I just go like, oh, what if I podcast like this and you can't see my mouth move? You can just see my mustache going up and down like a cartoon. What if I was like a VTuber and this is all you saw? Basically my whole face except my mouth. Look at this. This is so cool. I'm talking into a microphone without you seeing my lips move. Aren't you glad you subscribed to this podcast? So she doesn't even get the cool points of being like, oh, I'm in New York City in a hospital and I'm on the Upper East Side and you're not. You know, she's getting it done in a state that's mid. And I'm not from that state. I thought there would be mountains there. There's not. It's flat. They've been having tornadoes. Why? I'll give you a hint. It's not Kansas. Kansas is the only state that has tornadoes. So something is going on with the earth right now. I'm sorry, I'm just really emotional because my mom's slowly becoming a robot. She wants to do this again. And it's like, first of all, how does the metal not rust? Because she's got water inside of her. You know what I mean? Like, she's full of water. She's basically water with carbon. And, like, what are you going to do? Like, how does that not rust? Is it because it's not exposed to the air? Because it oxidizes with oxygen? But there's oxygen in water. Water rusts shit. If you leave, like, a knife in the sink, that's, like, the thing, is it'll rust. So it's not just air. I don't know what she's doing, but it's really inappropriate. It's not setting a good example for her children. She had children. Lead woman. By example, please, queen. And we got her a shirt that says queen. We got her for Christmas as, like, a joke gift from... I think it was like Marshall's. It's like a pink and white striped, and then it's got gold foil. It says Queen. And we got it as a joke because I call my mom the queen of the... Well, my grandma was queen of the family. R.I.P. Grandma. Grandma, which is her name, she was the queen. Then when she died, my mom became queen, and my dad became king. And I call my dad king. But, like, I don't even mean it in, like, the Gen Z way. Like, I mean it in the, like, he's king of our family. Because, like, I speak my mind. I'm very loud, and I'm very... He literally, one time I was on FaceTime with him talking, and he just started laughing. I'm like, what? He's like, listening to you is like listening to a podcast. He's an introvert, but he loves me. And he believes in me. And so he loves me. And so he listens to me because he loves me. And what the fuck was I going to say? I just lost all of it, bro. Oh, he's the king. And, like, I will, like, bow to his commands. Like, I joke around, I speak my mind, and I say things. But if he, like, and it's not a lot, but if he gets, like, stern, because he jokes around a lot. If he gets stern or raises his voice or says something serious, if my mom's, I'm like, whatever, mom. You know, she's Italian, and she's always really, like, just... telling me to become a nurse. You're doing this again? Like I said, very emotional. So my dad is not a robot. My dad is 100% human, but I feel like my mom's having a bad influence on him because he started talking about, like, oh, maybe I should get my hip replaced. And it's like, just download your brains to the computer and get it over with. You know what I mean? I don't know why we got to go through this cyborg transition stage. It's like, I'm a human. It's like, are you a robot now? It's like, no, I'm a cyborg. I'm somewhere in between, which is a very... touchy subject these days, right? Are you human? Are you robot? Are you cyborg? AI? How do you identify? You guys are like, which side is he on? Whatever side you think I'm on is the side that I'm on. No, I'm actually in the most dangerous position of all, which is... Oh, I can't even say it. I can't even say it. I think this episode's going really, really well, and it's going really good. And my mom is gonna slowly become a robot, and it's very emotional for me. And I'm just doing all the bullet points because there's gonna be a quiz. I'm going there to try and talk her out of it, and with a metal detector to rip out the other rod that's already in her other hip. Or is it a plate? I don't know. But she got a little piece of paper she's got to show airport security. Is that what America's about? You know, having metal in your hip? Is it? I'd like to take this opportunity to announce my candidacy for President of the United States for the year 2024, which is exactly how long this podcast is. 24 minutes. Oh, shit. Oh, no. I have to add in the intro. It's going to be 25. Thank you guys for listening to this podcast episode number 13 of Delusions of Grandeur with Matty K. My name is Matty K, and, leave a hang loose emoji comment if you made it this far. And, at dogwmk on all platforms. Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram could use some love. I just made a Discord. If you want an invite, comment a GIF on this video. You might do that anyways. DM me a GIF. Is that okay to say? Or is this gonna get pulled up in 10 years? You know what? Just leave a comment that you want to join Discord. It's so stressful. You know what I mean? There's so much to cover. There's so much going on. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. And I love you. Please stay safe out there. You know what I mean? Because we got podcasters saying they love you. Oh my God, can I even say that now? Can I say I love you? You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's very dangerous. I'm not a victim. Okay? I thought my neighbor moved out. Is that the upstairs? The upstairs people? What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? It's always the people that live upstairs. Now, I'm quiet for the people downstairs. The people that live below me probably love me. The people that live upstairs, it's just like, bye.